Alright there, should all met Yorkie here, back with another episode of My Humble Opinion, where I look at the games on the month's Humble Monthly Choice Bundle, and occasionally another bundle. Just have a quick play of them, see whether they interest me in going further. This one, from June 2022, is Siege Survival Gloria Victis. I think I saw one of the people I follow play this, maybe more than one, a few months ago. I'm interested to see more. News story. Let's start with Erding's Last Stand. Edring's Last Stand. Story main scenario, which has tutorials and everything. Alright, let's see what it is. Looks like you have to at least start that one, if not finish it, in order to open other options. Alright, I'm interested so far. You've not started with something boring, you've started with a battle scene. Makes sense for the game. Well, he don't look like he's going to make it. Maybe, we'll see. Alright. I was right about him not making it. It's not a super long intro, which is good, it shouldn't be. But it's enough to get you there. Alright, 6th day of summer, the year 1205, Kingdom Midland. We were just starting harvest when the Ismirs struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded throughout Edring, and the smoke-filled city streets ran red with blood of its citizens. The savage warriors from Kargold had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Ismirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square, and the city centre stood in flames. All we could do was send a messenger out to summon aid, while the outnumbered guards focused on protecting. Oh, so you get a choice between fleeing citizens and workers salvaging supplies. Let's go for citizens. In an act of selfless sacrifice, the guards gave their lives to aid the citizens. The survivors soon found shelter within the cold castle walls, safe from the slaughter, for the moment. Those who could joined the castle crew to prepare the defence. The bloodshed continued unabated. Street by street, square after square, the Ismirs overran the city, murdering people who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate connecting the town and the castle. We thought things couldn't get any worse when we glimpsed a monstrous figure, or the barracks were destroyed. Let's glimpse a monstrous figure. The Kargelders were led by their infamous, nameless champion. Nothing I had seen in my whole life was more terrifying than this beast-like figure. It's a stag lord. We'd all heard tales of the huge northerners, but nothing prepared us for the sight of this monstrous man walking up the streets of our city. In our hearts we abandoned hope. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited, no doubt. The Ismirs would soon attack again. The castle, the only part of Edring still uncaptured, was now under siege, and it was up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. Why is that blue? Not clickable. The bastion must hold. Welcome to Siege Survival Gloria Victis. Move your character by clicking the left mouse button at the desired location. You can move and rotate camera WSAD or WASD is normally written. And QE. Alright, standard keys. Now go to the man sitting by the castle wall and talk to him. Over here. You recognise the man before you. It's Bertram, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see he survived. It's clear, however, the events of the last day have scarred him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hand to his chest, damning him. As you check him for wounds, you notice something he has tightly clenched hand. It's a small, scorched doll. You suddenly realise this man has just lost his family. There is nothing you can do for this kind of pain. Still, perhaps a warm meal might snap him out of the state of shock. However, the kitchen was destroyed by Ismir trebuchets. You'll have to build a fireplace first. With all this debris around, you'll surely have no difficulty finding firewood, and other useful materials. Alright, so we've got to get this. Find materials. And we're searching. The items you just collect from the debris pile are in the centre window. You can move an item by using the left mouse button or drag... Okay. Okay, so, we've got some more wood. We've got some firewood. We've got some planks. Not a lot. We've got some clean water. We've got some dirty water. I don't know what that might be for, but we might be able to find something. Fodder. Torch. And fertilizer. I should have just taken all, but... Alright, build a stump with a sawhorse to chop wood into firewood. And there's stuff in the storehouse too. Building! Alright, all the available constructions are listed on the left. If you're the required materials, it's marked green. Once you select your construction you want to build, you can see its properties on the right. Once you confirm... Okay. Any construction can be damaged by the enemy's projectile if it's placed in an exposed area. Alright, can we just get on with it now? All the yellow is exposed, isn't it? So... Build. Chop some wood. This is where you can craft new items. Once you select the scheme for the item you want to craft, its properties. I don't like the tutorial. There's too much text reading. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard to learn anyway. Find some raw food over there. Take all of that. And also let's go build a fireplace, but I'm not interested in doing that. Oh, I need to build a fireplace. Alright, build a fireplace. That uses a storehouse, so you can build different things in different locations. Then I'm guessing we can build, make something there. There's something in there I'm missing. Oh. Make a meal using the fireplace. That's going to be another which is going to... And there's only one meal I can make, which is... just a nutritious meal of eggs and firewood. I guess. So we got burned eggs. Sounds good. Return to Bertram. Well, that must just be showing what we can do. Okay. Bertram is still expectant, exactly where you left him, shivering and pressing the tattered doll to his chest. His eyes stared absently, pain frozen on his face, as though his mind just cannot accept what must have been his darkest hour. Feed him. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat. Bite after bite, you can see his life coming back into him. Finally puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It's safe to guess he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Let him rest. Don't know why some of it's in green. Bertram's recovery would be so much better if he had even a simple bed, which he could build with materials lying in the streets. The gate connecting the city to the castle is damaged, but you recall there's a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for some supplies under the cover of night. Wait a minute, who is that man standing by the gate leading to the bastion? I wish they wouldn't do these coloured things if there's no reason to. Get to work. Talk to the soldier by the gate. Oh, there he is. Quest keeper mark. Pretty standard. The soldier stands before you. He's covered in blood. His eyes dim with exhaustion. The tunic and his armour torn to shreds. Only once he speaks. You recognise Galvic, an experienced garrison member known and liked by the citizens for his cordial attitude. He's stunned and speechless by the loss of his aunts and nieces. Yet another blow falling on a man already exhausted. But there is no time to grieve. His maze will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers is searching through the city as well. But they still haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. We need arrows, he says. Quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them from scratch. But how about the boyer's workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvic. All our lives depend on you. He returns to the bastion. The night has come. End character outside. Select your scavenging starting point. Here you can make all the preparations before entering the city. The map displayed on the left shows the path from the castle. Only one of them is available at the moment, but if you find a way to unlock all the... Okay. On the top right you can see the backpack. And a different number of slots available. Think about what items you would need during the scavenge and move them from your common supplies to the backpack. Torches, shovels and weapons should be your usual choice. Alright, so backpack. Definitely need a torch. Don't see anything else that we need right now. What's that? Rotten food. Oh, no thanks. And we're scavenging. Oh, it's here. You've entered the despoiled city of the castle. You can move faster by double-clicking the left mouse button. Running is louder. It's definitely a good idea to move carefully. Okay. Alright, so we need materials to build a bed, 2 wood, 1 cloth, 1 fibre. Search for arrows and find a boyer's house. And that's on the map. Vegetables. So there's different quests. And I can't go through there because that's blocked and I don't have a shovel. Oh, that's the boyer's house. So I'm basically... What's this? I'll go back to castle. We're not going back to castle. Wait, is that north? That's north. Alright, and I'm not going north. I'm going south. Some stuff there. Valuables. Oh, he's hung. He's well hung, look at him. Then we got cloth, greens and herbs. Right, so that is the Boyer's house over there. The Bow Baker's house. You found the Boyer's workshop. Needless to say, the Eastmeres have been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs from a nearby tree. A dozen arrows sticking from his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you're here. To find arrows for the soldiers. Only one way to find out. Step inside. You prowl through the devastated workshop, looking for the precious arrows among the piles of broken parts and burned out furniture. Time passes, but you can't find any. Just as you're about to give up, you spot a flash in the dark under a broken roof beam. Could it be? Let's examine it. Yes, arrows from the Bastion's defenders. You try pulling them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they're all yours. Suddenly, the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you edges to get free. As you leave the workshop, you see something's changed. The boy's corpse has been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in the shade of the trees. She's sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She's risked her life to cut down her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with the axe under his belt. Gonna help her bury the corpse. The woman is startled to see you approach, but you see relief in her eyes as she realises you want to help. Once the corpse is buried, she gives you a small sack and silently walks away into the dark. Well, thank you. We got some of that, some valuables. Alright. So we still need a fibre. Let's look there, and it looks like we're injured. We got fibre. Right, it seems like it would be perhaps a chance to go back to the castle. We might be able to explore some more, but especially given we're injured, I think we'll head back. You really want to return? Yes. The night was calm, but the enemy assault can come at any day. We must prepare for it. Did you use the chance to help the soldiers at the Bastion? Start the new day. Talk with Bertram, send arrows to the Bastion. Seems Bertram is feeling much better. The loss of the family has had a crushing impact on him, but only time can fully heal, and even then probably not. Nonetheless, finally the carpenter has recovered from shock, and is ready to rejoin the fight. It's Flint, right? Yes, I remember you visiting my workshop once or twice with Galvic. Thank you for your help. Now we should take care of the animals to find fresh water. Bertram is right. Fresh water is paramount. In the stroke of a bad luck, the castle well took a direct hit from the trebuchets. Still, maybe if you clear away the debris, you might repair it. You've got to try. Characters. You've unlocked your second character. You can switch between characters with a tab key, or by selecting them directly with the mouse key, or by clicking on their portraits. You can order them to complete different tasks. You need to take care of their needs. Each character has a different set of strengths and weaknesses, so basically a different class, more or less, which determines what your survivor excels at. You can see these feats in the biography window, along with the character's backstory. Writing and building. Flint saved me, took care of me when I was broken, and I owe him. But I couldn't save my wife and my child. I could only watch as he passed me by, and I still hear their cries. Can't escape the feeling I failed my family. Can't undo what happened. I must survive and be the best man I can be. As a Flint, I never thought my life could completely change within just a day. Yesterday I was simply doing my work around the animals. Now I'm in the ruins of a castle, surrounded by savage invaders, hoping relief will come. May the Forefather protect us. Alright, so you can rummage in there, and you can clear that. Alright, so got valuables. We got cloth. Let's get some more. Alright. Need proper rest. Construct a bed in the keep. A bunch more to do. Got some fresh water. You remove the debris blocking the well. Sadly, it's no avail. The well's base has been crushed by the trebuchet projectile. The shaft itself is blocked and there's no way you could clear it before dying of thirst. Perhaps you could find some portable water in the city market under cover of darkness. It's risky, but it's the best chance you have. We have no choice. Mortar and pestle. And we got a bunch of other stuff. Eggs. We did find some water, so hopefully that's okay. You need to manage your animals. They can be very useful alive. For example, well-fed chickens lay eggs. Feed the animals. Select the food, edible. Okay. Okay. Come on. They can eat fodder. And they're still hungry. We give them spoiled food. But we'd need to make animal fodder out of it, I think. Anything there? Jump with sawhorse, we've got that. Workbench, torch, bundle of barrows. To preserve meat, vegetables and dried greens. Alright. What's this? This is a keep. Build a new bed. Alright. I'm skipping the tutorial now. I don't seem to be losing out for it, so... Also, Bastion. Adders. We've got rubble there. We've got bricks from the rubble. You're searching. You've got to sleep in the bed. Oh, hang on. I haven't skipped back, have I? Oh, that's fine. Enough sleeping. Alright, so I don't want to sleep. But we sent stuff to Bastion. We also need a makeshift bandage. Is there anything we can make there? Oh, what's this? Is this with a bandage? Maybe not. Okay. What about here? Anything in pantry that we can do? Making bandage? Makeshift bandage. Oh, that's half supplies. Oh, we've got bandage anyway. Alright. What's this? Got a new character in the castle. Is this sending the arrows? I guess we didn't do it before. No, it sent the arrows. He's exhausted. The night has come. Sleep in bed and scab into city. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take a break there. What do I think of this? Let's start with the graphics. They're fine. They're perfectly serviceable for this. In fact, they work pretty well. I'll give them an 8 out of 10. Music is good for it. I actually quite like the music. I'll give that an 8. Sound effects, they do what they need to. There's nothing spectacular. They're good ambient and active sound effects. I'll give them a 7. Characterization so far could be better. 6. Storylines. The story part of it is minimal, to be honest. At least that's what it seems. It seems like it's trying to have a story, but trying to have the action as part of it and not merging them that well. The story isn't inspiring me, unfortunately. I'm going to give it a 6. World. The world's interesting enough, the City on the Siege thing. I'll give that a 7. It's not really developed yet, but I'll give it a 7. Gameplay. The narrative side is easy enough and not too challenging, not too thought-provoking either, sadly. That's part of the story issue. And exploring the world, yep, that works fine. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it a 7 or an 8, somewhere around there. So the whole thing I'll give a 7. Not really a win, but it's not a loss. I was hoping to see more of it and enjoy more of it, but honestly, it's left me a bit meh. It's not in any way a bad game. It's just not a particularly enthralling one either. Does it fit on channel? Let's go to the other questions. Does it fit on my channel? Not. I mean, I can sort of see the argument for story rich, but like I said, the story's kind of meh at this point. I can sort of see the thing for base building, or for build 'em up, so it could fit on the channel. Yeah, okay. Is it worth $1.50 for covering its slot in the Humble Bundle? 8 games, $12. Yeah, it's worth $1.50. Is it worth $12? Would I pay $12 for this? I don't think I would. It just needs to be more interesting than it is. It is City Under Siege, for goodness sake. I need more excitement. I need more focus, more interest, more, you know. I'm just ain't there. Will I bring it to the channel? For my own interest? No. Like I say, it's not capturing my interest. If you want it on the channel, is there any point in asking? Yes. I won't bring it for just one person asking. If there's 3, 4, 5 people asking, then that, for the channel this size, shows a lot of interest, and then I'll absolutely bring it. It's not that this is a bad game, just that it's just not that enthralling. As I said. I don't feel under siege, I feel, yeah, okay, let's get this done. Alright, see you next time. Bye now.